Chicago native, Mr. T.
All right, Cubs fans. All right, Chicago.
Great to be here at Wrigley Stadium.
Yeah, let's get some runs. Come on, don't mess around. Let's get some runs, guys.
I believe you have our second installment of Cubs Fan or Not a Cubs Fan.
Oh, I had so much fun last week turning the tables that I've decided, since this is my game show segment, that this will be no more than 8 questions every week. So I have 8 questions for you again this week. My one and only, my number one contestant, Smitty. So here we go. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Question number 1. You believe the Ricketts family is the best ownership group in the Cubs franchise history. Cubs fan or not a Cubs fan?
It's a fact. So I'll say Cubs fan.
Yeah, definitely Cubs fan. They brought a World Series here.
Yes.
All right. This is a tricky one. Number 2, I'm getting tricky already.
We didn't do the ding 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 ding.
I always forget that. Ding,
I need
ding,
that.
ding, ding,
I need
ding.
that affirmation. It's great. I'll add that in, of course.
Yeah, you always add it in, and then sometimes you add incorrect ones in just
because I can. I'm drunk with power.
You're drunk with power over there. All right, number 2, David Kaplan, Cub fan or not a Cub fan?
He's a bisexual. He's a Sox fan and a Cubs fan. So that by definition makes him not a Cubs fan.
Ding 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 ding. He's just in. Let me put it. This is a whole new category. He's just a fucking idiot. So
he is a meathead. He is the quintessential Chicago sports meathead.
He definitely
technically he's probably the biggest Cubs fan in the world, but I just would love to call him not a Cubs fan.
I think we call him not a Cubs fan because no Cubs fan would ever say I'm going to root for the Sox too.
He's a politician, is what he is.
Yeah, he is. He dresses like an idiot too. All right, next question. You used the argument in 2005, that the Cubs had a better season than the Sox because they had a bigger attendance. Cubs fan or not a Cubs fan?
I mean, you're going to say this is a Cubs fan. I think that's absurd. So, okay, Cubs fan.
Ding, 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 ding. You are on a roll this week.
Yeah, I like the buzzer sound better. So maybe I'll just start throwing these questions so I can hear that.
No. I'm mixing it up more this week.
All right.
I know last week it was like all of them in a row ended up being like Cubs fan, or I think we had one in there that wasn't, but yeah. All right. Number 4. You think the most important series of the year is against the White Sox. Cubs fan or not a Cubs fan?
That is not a Cubs fan. That's a Sox fan.
Ding, 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 ding. But
nailing it.
It's not a Sox fan, but
it's 100% a Sox fan.
We all know that only Cubs fans and Sox fans that don't really follow the team come out of the sewers and the darkness for this series to yell at each other and cause chaos at the ballpark.
Well, we will see that firsthand next week. I believe that starts on Tuesday. Is it Tuesday and Wednesday?
Yeah, something like that. I think we would all agree that a series against the Cardinals for the Cubs fans, or the series the White Sox have just been playing over the last 10 games, are way more important than any interleague series.
They don't care. So, all about the Cubs.
All right, number 5. You can put together a better lineup than Joe Madden. Cubs fan or not a Cubs fan?
Oh, the lineupistas. That's a Cubs fan.
Yes. Yeah. Ding, 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 ding. All right. Oh, this is going to be a hard one. You may have this. I don't know. You may have this in your collection.
Oh, no.
You have an original vinyl pressing of Go Cubs Go. Cubs fan or not a Cubs fan?
Steve, what's his name?
I can't even remember the guy's name.
The dude from the 80s.
Yeah.
God, he died probably 10, 20 years ago, but yeah, I guess that would be a Cubs fan. I do not own an original pressing of Steve but
ding 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 ding. All right. Number 7. This is a good one. You own a Milton Bradley jersey.
Oh,
Cubs fan or not a Cubs fan?
Not a Cubs fan. Nobody liked that guy. Everyone fucking hated him.
Correct.
I'm crushing this game.
You are crushing it this week.
crushing
I think these
Milton
this
Bradley. I think we talked about that. Is he the worst free agent signing in Cubs history?
He is. I think I would have to put him at the worst. When we
made him that on the blog or maybe it was on the podcast.
I think
that was
our off-season podcast during the pandemic.
It was during the pandemic because we were making up crazy subjects just to talk about every week because we were so addicted to podcasting, learning the trade.
Before we became such experts as we are now, such professionals.
We have nothing else to learn at this point.
We're so great at what we do.
I think I did list Milton Bradley as the absolute worst free agent signing in Cubs history. What a piece of shit! Is he in jail now, or what? He did something like he had like a domestic.
Oh dispute. He had a
domestic violence later on.
He had he was a mess.
What a piece of shit!
Yeah. All right, your final question this week. It's a tough one.
All right.
You still post achievements from Baez, Schwarber, Rizzo, and Bryant on social media like they're still on the Cubs.
Oh, God.
Cubs fan or not a Cubs fan?
Not a Cubs fan. That's just fucking stupid.
Wrong. That is in a very weird way. I originally was going to ask you this question during the Cubs segment as just a general question on how you felt about it. But I am losing. The other thing that's making me lose my mind on Twitter is like, Baez hits the 3-run homer, and there's like Cubs fans like posting about it like he did it for the Cubs, and I'm just like, what are you doing?
This is the same syndrome as the NFL draft is going on right now. This is the same syndrome as Lions fans rooting for Matt Stafford to win the fucking Super Bowl, even though it hurts our draft status. But that's our Limp Ditka's football podcast that we should probably be doing that later on tonight, but I don't think I want to.
Now, we should get into our awesome start to the USFL season and the draft. Maybe do something next week.
We'll talk about the draft. We'll figure something out.
But anyway, that's it for Cubs fan. Not a Cubs fan. I feel like, having a second week into it, the questions were a little bit better. Not as just pure asshole-ish questions as they were last week.
I think it's probably better if they are pure asshole-ish. So
yeah, I like to work a little bit of. I removed two that I thought needed to move to the later version.
Oh, so. Okay. I thought they'd never see the light of day.
No. They're good ones. They're good ones.
All right. We'll be breathlessly awaiting that.
Oh, you sure will. That's about 2 weeks from now, I believe. Because are we going to move to every other week then?
I don't know.
Coming back with the Sox next week?
Might be worth putting that in episode 100 next week. Ready for it.
Maybe we say we give each other 4 questions or something next week.
Oh, maybe it's Cubs fan, Sox fan, not Cubs fan, Sox fan.
Yeah, for the 100th episode or something.
That's getting really complicated.
I know.
We'll figure it out. We're fucking pros.
We'll figure it.
A Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.